Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look. I wore this in my last video, which was a video on all of my favorite must-have makeup brushes. If you guys haven't seen that yet, I will go ahead and link that down below if you're interested. Anyways, I got quite a few comments. You guys wanted to see a tutorial on this look, so that's what we're doing. And I also kind of wanted to make this video like a try new products with me type thing. So I'm going to be using a handful of new products that are either new to me or new in the makeup world overall. Alright guys, so I'm just going to hop right into it. Okay guys, so I already moisturized and now I'm going to go into a primer, and this is one that I haven't really tried before. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I know it's crazy because it's been so popular for so long. For some reason I don't really like primers except for the Kat Von D Lock-It Primer. I feel like that's the only one that really does anything, but we're going to try this out today because apparently everybody loves it. This is actually my second time trying it. I did try it yesterday because I filmed this whole tutorial and then I realized when I was editing that the lighting was awful, so that's why I have to redo it today, but it's all good. So this is an oil-free primer that increases the longevity of foundation while reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and pores. We'll see about that. So I've noticed that when I apply this primer in some areas of my face, it rolls itself into little balls. It's kind of gross. Have you guys noticed that? Have you used this? The foundation I'm going to be using today is a brand new foundation by Makeup Forever. This is the Water Blend. This is replacing their Face and Body foundation, so it's a really watery foundation. It's 80% water, so it's really lightweight. If you don't like lightweight, light coverage foundations, this probably won't be for you. And I'm going to mix the colors Y225 and Y215 because this one's a little too dark, this one might be a little too light. So I'm just going to mix it on the back of my hand. I've actually been using this foundation for a week or two now and I really like it. I used to go for like the super full coverage, super matte foundations, but lately I really like foundation that really doesn't feel like you're wearing anything, and that is definitely one of those. I have no idea why, but the past few months or so, if I wear a full face of makeup out, I cannot wait for the second I get home to like take everything off immediately. It feels like the makeup is the bra of the face, you know what I mean? And I don't know why I feel like that lately. I just really don't like the feeling of a lot of makeup on my face. Never thought I'd see the day. But like I was saying, I really love this foundation. If you want, I can do like a full demo and review of this, but for now I'm just going to kind of speed through it just for the sake of the tutorial. But yeah, if you want me to do like a more in-depth video, definitely let me know. Okay, so that's about 1.5 layers of that foundation, but I still need to go in and cover up some things. So for the under eye bags, I'm going to take my Eve Pearl Fair Dual Salmon Concealer. I don't have any new concealers to try out, so I'm just going to use some of my favorites. And I'm just patting this underneath my eye with my finger. And then I'm going to go into my Maybelline Master Conceal, and this is in the shade 10 Fair. And I'm just going to use this primarily to spot conceal or cover up any red areas like on my chin and around my nose. And then I'm also going to take this underneath my eye a little bit lower than where I put the Eve Pearl concealer, just to brighten up that area a little bit more. Alright, so the setting powder I'm going to use is really exciting for me because this is the RCMA No Color Powder. I know I didn't like this when I first tried it. I was like, what is the big deal? But then I fell in love. And it was so hard to find this online for like the last few months because Kathleen Lights talked about it and everyone just flooded all of the online stores that carried this. I found it on Camera Ready Cosmetics, in case you guys are wondering. It's only $10 and I got the 3-ounce size. So the sifter is really huge. I'm not gonna tip it over to show you guys because we all know what happens when I do that. That's the only downside for me, really, when it comes to this, because it's hard to get just a tiny bit of the powder out. So anyways, I'm just going to take my beauty blender and get any of the excess powder that's just sitting on top of the lid and just use this to set that concealer under my eyes. And then I'm also going to set the concealer on my chin and around my laugh lines and a little bit on my forehead. This is something that I'm really excited to try. This is the Pixi by Petra Multi-Balm Sheer Sculpt. So I'm guessing it's like a contour stick, apparently. I mean, what else would you use it for? These are brand new. I don't know if they're out yet, but I'm assuming they probably are. You can usually find Pixi things at Target, just so you know, but I'll link everything that I use down below as well. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm kind of scared when it comes to cream contour products because you never know what you're gonna get, especially when you have really pale skin like me. sometimes it can look a little scary. So I'm just gonna draw a line from my ear and extend it towards my mouth. It's a little bit dark, but it's surprisingly not very warm, which is nice. It's not too warm, not too cool. And I'm just using my Smith 115 foundation brush to blend this up and outwards. And then I'm going in with my Beauty Blender and just bouncing it off of that to blend it out even more. And then I'm also going to take this up across my forehead, into my temples, just to get that nice warmth like going on around all of my face and not just my cheekbones. So something that I had just chilling in my desk that I totally forgot about is this Pure Minerals Glow Together Bronzer. So it has 6 different shades. We have 3 shimmers and 3 mattes. I'm going to go in with the mattes and use these to bronze my face. I kind of just forgot I had this because when I first got it, I thought it looked like it was going to be way too warm for my skin, but it actually looks pretty good. It's not too dark, not too warm. It's just a nice kind of neutral, almost cool toned bronzer. And I'm just applying this over that contour and actually blending it up a little bit further, kind of to where I apply blush. And then just applying that up and over my forehead as well. So this highlight is something that I also had just hanging out in my desk that I completely forgot about, and this is the NYX Perfect Match Cheek Contour Duo Palette. And I just never really used this because when you look at this side in the pan, it looks like it's completely matte. It doesn't really look like it has any shimmer in it, so I just never was really drawn to it as a highlighter. But when you put it on, it's actually really, really nice. So I'm just going to take this Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter brush and just apply this to my cheeks. And you kind of have to build it up a little bit if you want like a more of an intense glow, but I just use this when I want more of a natural looking glow, not something that has any like big glitter chunks or anything like that in it. It just looks really nice. And then for blush, I'm going to use this Tarte blush. It is called Sweet. It's one of their Amazonian Clay 12-hour blushes. This is the first Tarte blush that I've had, and it's really, really nice. It's kind of like a natural pink color, but it does have some gold reflex to it. And I'm just applying this with that same Real Techniques multitask brush. So moving on to brows now, and I'm going to take my Smashbox Brow Tech Shaping Powder. This is something that I did not think I was going to like when I first got it. I got it in one of my BeautyCon boxes. It just looks like a little eyeliner container, so it looks like there's not a lot of product in here, which is my only downside to this product. I'm not sure exactly how much it is, but you're paying for a really tiny amount of product. But anyways, this is great. It's really good for making your brows look more natural because the applicator is really fine, so it can create those really nice hair-like effects. So I'm just starting at the bottom of the brow and flicking that applicator up just to make those hair-like strokes, and then I'm just doing this all across my brow, and when I get to the tail I'm going to switch to my Anastasia Beverly Hills Chocolate Brow Powder Duo just to fill in that last tail area of my brow. Alright, so I already did one eye just to make sure that I still knew exactly what I was doing, so now I'm going to move on to the other eye, and I'm going to use my Tartelette in Bloom palette, which is so much better than the original Tartelette palette. Just saying, I just got that one recently and these are just completely different. I'm going to start out taking Flower Child and a tiny bit of Charmed up here. I'm going to use this as a base shadow, so I'm just going to blend this all the way from my lid up to my brow. Taking that same brush, I'm going to go into Smarty Pants, which is a nice light neutral brown. And I'm going to just blend this into the crease. I'm not going to do anything too crazy on this upper lid since most of the color is going to be in the eyeliner and the lower lash line. So I'm just applying this neutral color to the crease to add some dimension. So I'm going to be using 2 blue eyeliners today. This darker one is Baudelaire by Kat Von D, and then the lighter one is Nerdrum. So I'm starting with the lighter blue and I'm just going to do my entire eyeliner with this. So I'm going to start with that wing and map it out and then just fill everything in. And then I'm going to switch over to that darker blue and I'm going to start in the inner corner and then just apply this about halfway across my lid and blend that in with the lighter blue by kind of lightly just feathering that eyeliner into that lighter color. For mascara, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Excessive Lash, which is a new mascara. I freaking love this. I've used it before in a video. It makes my lashes look so good. It's crazy. This is one of those mascaras that I would not need false lashes with, but because it's me, I'm going to wear false lashes anyways. So the lashes I'm wearing are the House of Lashes Iconics. They're some of my favorites. I just didn't have any new lashes to try out, so these are just some oldies but goodies. So for this blue smoky under eye, I'm going to go into my Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette. I haven't used this in a video for a while, so I figured I'd just go right back in. Plus, when I'm looking for some blue eyeshadow, this is typically the palette that I reach for because I love these right here. So I'm going to start out with Synth on a Real Techniques shading brush. And I'm just going to blend this across my lower lash line from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner, kind of blending as I go just to make sure it's not just a harsh line of blue. And then I'm going to go into Dark Wave, which is a darker blue, and I'm going to take that on a crown brush, C210 small chisel fluff brush. I'm just going to apply this a little bit higher up than that lighter blue, just a little bit closer to my lower lash line, so it's a gradient like dark blue to light blue. And then just going to add one light coat of mascara to the lower lashes. And for the inner corner highlight, I'm going to take Thunderstruck by Kat Von D, my favorite, and I'm just going to take this on a shading brush and just apply that to the very inner corner and then a little bit on my brow bone as well. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the lips, and the lipstick I'm wearing is Staten Island by Ofra. This is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks by them, and probably one of my favorite liquid lipsticks in general. The color is just so cool. It's a nude, but it has kind of a gray tone to it, so I really like to use this with cool toned eyeshadows. I just think it looks really good. So now that all my makeup's on, I'm actually going to take a new setting spray that I've never used. This is the Ben Nye Final Seal. I never really use setting sprays too often just because I feel like they don't do that much for me, kind of like primers. But one of my good friends used to do a lot of theater and acting on stage, and she said that this would keep your makeup on through all of that harsh lighting and like all that sweat, and I'm a sweaty person, so I'm going to try this out. Okay, I'm kind of scared. Oh my god, that is a strong spray. Holy shit. Ugh, it smells like mouthwash. I really don't know how I feel about this. It makes my face feel really tight, so I think that means that it's gonna do a pretty good job of keeping my makeup on, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. I originally bought this because I wanted to do like a sweat-proof, waterproof makeup tutorial for summer, so if you guys want to see something like that, let me know in the comments. I think that stuck my eyelashes together. Dear God. Alright you guys, so that concludes the look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and thank you for requesting it. Like I said, I'll have everything that I used from now on in all my videos listed down below and linked to, so you can find out where to get them. As always, let me know what kind of look or video you want to see next, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!